Hello, welcome to your astrological guidance with me, Natalie Delahaye. So I'm going to be talking about the new moon in Pisces for all zodiac signs, and this is happening on the 23rd of February 2020. The new moon happens when the sun and the moon meet in the sky. They unite at the same point. Every month, the new moon is in a different zodiac sign and it's at a different degree, and so it's going to emphasize a different point in your chart. So we have at the new moon in Pisces, which is, we're nearing the end of the astrological year, the 12-month astrological year prior to the spring equinox on the 20th of March, when the sun leaps into Aries. So when you reach the end of a long 12-year cycle, there is that sense of completion, that sense of something coming full circle. It's a good time to get lots of rest, to recharge, to go within, to meditate, to go with the flow. You know, think of the fish, think of Pisces, get into the current of life and feel your way through things, through life, rather than necessarily needing to think your way through this month. And remember that Mercury, the planet of communication, is retrograde in Pisces. So this is helping us with the right brain thinking. We can really listen to our gut. We really can this month. Intuition is much stronger. So take note of any dreams you have, any intuitive hunches. Intuition can whisper rather than actually speak loudly. It's a sense. So you can really tune into that source of energy of collective unconscious, which is Pisces. You know, tune into the source of dreams, imagination, and the unconscious to really get a sense of where you're at. You don't need to go far this month to have a change of consciousness, have a change of perception. All too often we think that we need to travel somewhere or do something different, to get into a different frame of mind. But for the Pisces energy going on in the skies at the moment, it's not necessarily essential to do that. It's about actually going within and tapping into that. Brilliant time for a retreat of some kind, brilliant time for yoga, brilliant time for meditation, brilliant time to do something for other people, charity work, voluntary work, imagining what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes, realizing that actually we're all quite similar. We're not really that different. See what connects us rather than divides us, and do things that are going to bring more union and connection rather than separation. See where we project onto others, see what's our projection in life and what is really us, and realize that sometimes what we think is what we're seeing in someone else is really a reflection of ourselves. And this is that time to really get in touch with our core inner wisdom. And you know, when we do that, when we really tap into our authenticity, we can walk our path as original people, as opposed to copying someone, or because we're not really listening to our heart or our intuition, we're kind of going down the wrong road. We're kind of taking everyone's advice when really we're not really understanding ourselves enough or tapping into what's going on within. So this is a great time to access all that, to really go within. Pisces is a water sign, and water is water in astrology, the element water is feelings. We can really look at our feelings to get a sense of where our minds are. You know, what are we thinking? You know, we'll know what's going on in our minds by listening to our bodies and working out how we're feeling. And so it's emotional intelligence. With 4 planets in Pisces right now, the sun, the moon, Mercury and Neptune, that's quite a school of fish. This is a stellium in Pisces, so it's a strong Pisces energy. And the new moon chart is accessing the planet Mars, which is the planet of action, with the planet Uranus, which is the planet of really breaking patterns. So we really can go far this month. We've had kind of quite an intense time over the last few months with the eclipses and the ongoing Saturn Jupiter, sorry, not Saturn Jupiter, the Saturn Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, which really showed us where we were needing to transform our reality, what our truth is, what our path is, and actually to tie up loose karma, you know, to realize our dharma, take responsibility for our karma, face reality head on, so that we you know, can walk a path where we're not in a state of illusion and delusion. We're doing our work and we're doing it properly and we're facing reality. So this Pisces month is that time to assimilate the busy time that we've been going through over the last few months. And with Mercury retrograde until the 10th of March, I'm not suggesting that you do nothing and that you stop all action and busyness, far from it. But it is a great time if you have that opportunity to go back to things that you haven't had time to do. You know, a project from the past, suddenly, you know, you realise that you need to complete it. It could be someone that you haven't seen for a while, that you know that you've got to see. So it's stuff coming from the past. I always find during Mercury retrograde, I always end up rereading a book that I've read in the past or never finished, or listening to old music or watching old movies. And I always find like I do reconnect with people from the past. And I have actually, from time to time, I find that I rediscover things that I thought were lost. So with all of this going on, I wish you all the best over the next month, and do come back to see me next month when I'm going to be talking about the new moon in Aries for all zodiac signs. If you liked my video, then please sign up on YouTube, and my website is nataliedelahaye.com, where you can find out more about me, the services I offer, and my blogs and articles and newsletters. You take care, all the best, and look forward to you coming back next month. Bye.